Hey, so this is going to be about 30-minute practice, which is good to do for when you're sitting a lot. So if you're at a desk or if you're coming off of a flight, this will be perfect to do. After a flight, we will get into hamstrings, the backs of the legs, and the front of the hip joint. So for this practice, I would love for you to start paying attention to what is happening in the mind as you're moving through the poses. We use the poses and the asanas to get into the content of your mind. So if there's distractions in the mind as you're getting into the pose, just pay attention to that. Stay present, stay aware of that, because the yoga practice is not really about perfecting the poses and making the poses look a specific way. We use the poses to get into the awareness of what is in your mind and to burn through the impurities of your mind that are limitations towards enlightenment. So stay present with what's happening in the mind as you move through the poses. Let's start. So you'll start at the top of the mat. Check out the alignment with your second toe and the knee. Tucking the pelvis tiny bit. Bring the belly button in and up. Bring the low ribs in. Inhale, look up, gaze up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back slow. Chaturanga, chest down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, open the chest. Look up any amount. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Five breaths here. So start constricting the throat, breathing through the nose only. Gaze is between the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, look between the thumbs. You're gonna walk softly towards the thumbs. Check out that your feet are hip distance, so 2 fists between the bones of the feet. And then hold your opposite elbows, relax the head, drop the head down, no neck tension. Then you're going to sway left and right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, pull the belly button in. Try to connect the shoulder blades back behind you, like you're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades. One more exhale, bend the knees, head down, forward fold. And then engage the glutes, come up, inhale, palms all the way up, belly button still in, low ribs still engaged, pelvis still tucked. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Feel the back of the legs as you come down. Relax the neck, relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Engage the core here as you step back. Belly button still pulling in. The knees are engaged, so the patellas are moving up the bone. Shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, open through the clavicles. Look up, toes pressing into the ground. Then you're going to separate the feet a little wider from each other, wider than hip distance. Relax the glutes. Look over the right shoulder. Look at your right heel. Fix the gaze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale brings you back to the center. And then exhale, look over the left shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck the toes, come onto your knees, downward dog, 5 breaths. So press the floor away with the palms. You can pedal out the heels here. Roll your shoulders away from the ears, long sides of the neck. 3 more breaths. Come back to constricted throat breathing. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, look between the palms. Right foot steps, left foot steps into flat back. And then connect those shoulder blades again behind you. Exhale, forward fold, head down all the way down. And you're going to bring the toes together, heels together. Come sit into the chair, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, come up with the palms at shoulder height. Beautiful. Plug the shoulders back in, open through the clavicles, through the chest. Pull the belly button in here. Tuck the pelvis. Stay, fix the gaze, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chaturanga, chest down. Relax the toes onto the ground. Inhale any amount, come up. Roll the shoulders back. Long sides of the neck here, drop the shoulders down. Tuck the toes. Separate the knees super far away, maybe wider than the mat. Touch the toes behind you. You're gonna come rest in child's pose. Rest the forehead on the ground. Then massage the forehead, left to right. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the front of the mat. Exhale, sink the hips lower into the heels. Feel your breathing. Stay here with the breath in this moment. Exhale, you're going to walk the palms to the left, as far left as they go. Then start inhaling into your right hip and the right side waist and the right armpits and the right triceps. Creating the space all through the right side body. You can keep relaxing the neck and the head and massaging the forehead. And then check in with the right hip. If the right hip came off a little higher, exhale, release it into the right heel. Then see if you want to press your left palm into the floor. Press the floor away. And then see how that changes the sensations on your right side. Inhale brings you back to the center. Exhale, walk the palms to the right. And relax the head. Relax the hips, make the hips heavier. One more time. Start inhaling into the left side body. All the way from the left waist, all the way to the left pinky. Inhale lets you create that space. Then press the right palm into the floor, press the floor away. Feel the sensations in the left side body. Then inhale brings you back to the center. Gonna come into forward fold again for the hamstrings. So come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog first. And then slowly walking the palms all the way to the feet. Take your time. Keep the head down, relax the neck. The feet are hip distance here. Feel into the backs of the legs, wherever you feel this. You can bend the knees so much that your belly is sort of glued to the upper thighs. My low ribs are touching the thighs here, feeling into the hamstrings. And then with time, you can start straightening the legs maybe a tiny bit. Gonna interlace your fingertips behind you at the low back. Then start dropping the head even lower, pulling the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keep relaxing through the neck, through the head, through the shoulders. So forward fold, feeling both into the shoulders and the backs of the legs. Five deep breaths here. Try to relax the body as much as you can here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super slowly, mindfully release the fingertips. Left palm is going to rest on the ground or maybe on the block. You're going to twist right here. So opening through the right. So left knee can bend a lot here. Right leg is going to start coming into straight. Keep opening through the right shoulder. So keep pressing that left palm into the block. Find that leverage from the pressing down. So from the pressing down, you're reaching up. The neck, if the neck is comfortable to look up, look up. If not, you can release the gaze to the ground. 5 more breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, forward fold, head down. We'll go for the other side. So right palm comes down to the block. This time opening through the left palm. Keep rolling that left shoulder back behind you. 1, 2. So left leg straight, right leg is bent. 4, 5. Exhale. Release, bring the head down. Then for the IT band, you're going to step your right foot over the left, so crossing the ankles. And then forward fold from here, head down. Then you're going to walk the palms to the left, press the hips to the right. Keep releasing from the neck. Then walk the palms all the way to the right side. And press the hips to the left. Feel into the legs. Okay, inhale brings you back to the center. Gonna switch the crossing of the ankles. So right foot is going to go behind the left. Ankles still crossed, but just the other direction now. Forward fold, head down. Feel what you feel in the legs. Walk the fingers to the right. Press the hips to the left. Relax the neck. Inhale brings you back to the center, and then walking the fingertips to the left, press the hips to the right. And inhale, bring the feet back together. And then you're going to step the right foot about 2 feet back from the left. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So you can keep the palms at the heart. This is again primarily for the legs, for the hamstrings. Going to keep the hip bones pointing forward so hips are squared. So either here or actually let's hold as far, towards the elbows as you can. Then opening the chest from here. So inhale, roll the shoulders back behind you, tuck the chin. And then look at your feet. Make sure you're on train tracks here. You're not on a tight rope because you're going to lose the balance on tight rope. So there's some space between the feet, hip distance space. And then once the chest is open, then you go into exhale, come down. You're just going to come down halfway here. So your back is parallel to the ground. And then from here, you're going to pull the left hip back. Bring the right hip forward. Feel into the back of the legs. And come back to deep breathing. Few more breaths here. Keep rolling both shoulders back. And then bending the left knee slightly, engaging the left glute, coming up, heart over pelvis. We'll switch the legs, step the right foot forward, left foot back, again about 2 feet apart. And check out the feet, train tracks. And then again, the back foot is about 10 to 45 degrees out. Just feel into what's comfortable in the body. And we'll switch the direction of the arms, how you were holding the elbows. So now the opposite arm is closer to the body here. And inhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale, start folding forward, slow. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Feel into the backs of the legs. And again, the back is parallel to the ground here. Staying and breathing steady. Come back to that ujjayi breath, constriction at the back of the throat. A few more breaths. And then inhale, bending the right knee, engaging the right glute, coming up, heart over pelvis. And we're going to come into Trikonasana here. So left foot pointing forward, Right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Going to bend your left knee slightly. Open up the arms. Reach, reach, reach left as far as you can go there, and then keep the shoulders where they are. Just start dropping the left palm down and let the left palm rest wherever it lands on the left leg. Opening through the right shoulder, reaching the right fingertips for the ceiling. Trying to open the right chest, right shoulder. And opening as well through the right side body. So your right hip is rolling back behind you. Right waist is moving back behind you. Chest opening and breathing. When you're ready to come out, left knee bends. Engage left glute. Come up with the strength of that glute. Close the left foot. Left foot now is parallel to the back of the mat. Opening the right foot. Open up the arms. Reach, reach, reach to the right. As far right as you can go. And then shoulders stay in that space. Just shoulders don't move. And then just dropping the right arm. Letting it land wherever it lands on the right leg. Right shin. Reaching left arm for the ceiling. And again, rolling your left hip back behind you, opening up through the pelvis, through the left side body. And then bending the right knee, engage the right glute. Start coming out. And we'll move into Skandasana here, so closing the right foot. Left foot is going to open up about 45 degrees. Start bending the left knee. And the palms come in front of the heart. In Anjali Mudra, start bending the left knee. Feel into the right inner leg. And of course, the hips are pointing forward, staying square. And breathing for 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to the center. Left knee bends. Now feeling into your right leg. 1. Send the hips back. Keep opening through the chest. 2. Nice. 3, 4, 5. Inhale brings you up. 1 more time for the other side. Bending the right knee until you feel sensations in the left hamstring. 1. Chest tall and proud. 2, 3, 4. Tuck the pelvis a little bit. 5. Inhale back to center. Left knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale brings you up. Gonna heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Close the feet, bring the feet together. Okay, we're gonna keep working on the hamstrings. So come sit down. Find that fleshy part of the butt, pull it out, and then feel into the sit bones. Sit bones should be touching the floor here. So you're feeling stable and grounded through that connection, the sit bones to the ground. Then you're gonna keep the legs straight here. You're going to bend forward. You can round the back. Not a giant bend at all. Just relaxing the neck, the head, the face. Should feel some sensations in the hamstrings. If not, then maybe you're reaching with the palms a little forward. But if the legs are straight, it's okay to round the back here. And just start releasing from the face. So soften the forehead. And soften the eyelids. And soften the cheeks. Release from the lower jaw. Let the breath take you back into here and now. Release from the shoulders. Five more deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale brings the heart all the way up over the pelvis. You're going to bend your left knee. Open the left knee to the side. So left foot is touching the inner right thigh here. We're going to do the same thing, forward fold. Going to frame your right foot with your palms just as far as they go. Release the head round the back. If there's a lot of tightness in the back of the knee, then you can micro bend the knee here. Don't overdo it on that attachment. And just relaxing the nervous system, relaxing the breath. Again, release from the face, so softening the forehead, softening the cheeks. Should be feeling all of this in the right hamstring, right calf. 5 more breaths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to inhale. Start bringing the chest all the way up. Slowly come out. Slow. Take your time. Bring that left knee up. Switch the sides. Right foot on the inner left thigh this time, opening through the right hip. Frame your left leg with the arms, with the palms. Again, if it's too tight in the left side, micro bend the knee here. And then rounding the spine, releasing from the neck, from the head. Make the shoulders heavy. Make the arms heavy. And 5 more deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start inhaling, bringing the chest all the way up. And we'll come into Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring the feet together. Start opening through the knees, through the hips. And then as you forward fold, you're going to feel that the fold is coming deep from the tilt of the pelvis forward rather than from the waist, folding from the waist. You're gonna tilt the sit bones back. So this is an awkward pelvic tilt, but you're gonna still feel into trying to do it. So you're sending the sit bones back here. And then folding forward from deep inside the pelvis, releasing the head down. And you're thinking of releasing the hip flexors with every exhale as you're here. Then release from the neck. And make the face soft. Then inhaling, coming up super slow. Let's go for a little twist here. So you're gonna fold the feet a little differently. So you're gonna bring your right foot in, sort of cross-legged, whatever the variation that feels good for you. And then from here, we're gonna twist right. You're gonna twist first from the belly button, right? Then the low ribs, then the chest, shoulders, neck, the head. So right palm goes behind you, left palm outside the right knee. So twisting as deep as you go. The eyes are the last thing to twist. Keep rolling your right shoulder back, still opening through the right shoulder blade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, slowly come back. We'll go for the other side. But before we do, we're gonna switch the fold of the feet. So now the other foot is in front. So left palm travels back. Right arm outside left knee. Again, twisting in different sections. Belly button first, then the low ribs, then the chest, the shoulders, the neck, the head, and then the gaze is the last portion to twist. 1, 2, roll the left shoulder back. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to the center, super slow. And we come into the final resting pose, Shavasana. Take up space with the feet, with the legs. Come down all the way onto the back. Take up space with the palms. Start sinking the heels into the ground. The legs are heavy. Relaxing the belly. Resting the rib cage, sinking the rib cage into the ground. Allowing the right shoulder to melt into the floor. Allowing the left shoulder to melt into the floor. Take rest and stay here for as long as you need to, and let the benefits of the practice absorb into the body. Thank you.